Government restaurant vouchers. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at this brilliant new scheme from the New South Wales government. Restaurant vouchers. What do you think? Do you think the government should be subsidising everyone's restaurant, subsidising every restaurant trip? You've got the federal government with the JobKeeper propping up businesses. Now you've got the state government subsidising trips to restaurants. I can understand why they're doing it. But how much debt and burden do we want future generations to pay to keep these businesses going? Maybe the government could look at other ways of reducing the burden on these businesses rather than having to bribe people to go out and eat. Maybe we need to look at the federal government removing the fringe benefit tax around the good old-fashioned long lunches, so people who do business might actually be incentivized to go out and eat. You know, business meetings in person, have a coffee, have a beer, have a steak, like in the old days. Whoop-de-doo if you don't get your little bit of tax money on it. But it's, you know, there you go. What would you rather, that or vouchers? So, one Australian state is considering giving every household a $100 restaurant voucher in a bid to fuel a COVID recovery. I think it's just going to be a complete disaster. $100, you'll just go to Macca's. How much of that money do you think will just go to the big chains, the big restaurants? How many businesses would want to get a voucher and then maybe jump through the hoops of actually turning it into something real? The New South Wales government is considering handing out $100 restaurant vouchers in a bid to boost the economy following the coronavirus crisis. This just screams of desperation. On Friday, The Australian reported the scheme, which would form part of the state's budget plan, is under serious consideration from Treasurer Dominic Perotti. The proposal is set to cost about $500 million, and vouchers will only be made available to residents older than 18 years. Families will receive the full amount and single-person households will receive $50. Speaking to 2GB, Ben Fordham, Gladys Berejiklian said she could not confirm or deny whether the voucher scheme will go ahead. I mean, $500 million, guys. $500 million chucked away on vouchers to people. Remember, this is your tax dollars getting spent. Do you think, you think it's going to make any difference? $50, $100? So, we're still putting finishing touches on the budget, she said on Friday. But I want people to be assured of one thing. We get how tough it is for a lot of people at the moment. We're hoping to take care of everybody who's going through these difficult times, the Premier added, referring to the New South Wales budget. This screams of utter desperation. This screams of just complete and utter desperation. You've got an industry that's dying. We've got international tourism just stopped. You've got even the ability to go interstate restricted depending on the moods of our different premiers. You've got unemployment, which is at record high levels. Last time I checked, it was 6.3%. Is it what am I looking at? No, 6.9%. Everyone, I'm getting confused. And they're hoping some restaurant vouchers. I mean, this is it's just ludicrous. We're hoping to, The measure has reportedly already been signed off by the government's Expenditure Review Committee, which is chaired by Mr. Perotti, but is yet to be put to Cabinet, the publication reported. The state's COVID-19 budget will be handed out on November 17, so we're going to see this on November 17. So those of you in New South Wales, what do you think? Do you like the idea of your Premier handing out $500 million in restaurant vouchers? I guess at least that gives the individual people agency to go out and pick where they want to spend the money on. And I mean, will it be an advantage to those businesses? I guess they'll be getting some business in. Is it going to be sustainable or just a one-off blip? How much of it will it be spent at the bigger places, the bigger, businesses? Because remember, we were looking at just the payroll and job figures recently. It's the businesses under 19 people that have really copped it. The big ones are still taking on people. They're still growing. It's the smaller ones that are really hitting it. It's the family businesses that are really getting destroyed. Maybe they need to link it to something like that. Still, I'd rather the government looks at a way of how to pass that $500 million onto just people other ways and other fees, other charges. Maybe they could refund the ASIC fees for a whole lot of businesses under a certain size in... I know that's a federal thing, but they could give that as a refund to these businesses. Or are they hoping? What's the marginal propensity of consumption? Well, what's going to be the benefit of this? What's going to be the economic bang for buck for $500,000 chucked at restaurant vouchers? How many of them are going to get lost? How many people are going to upgrade to the bottle of wine or the extra cost? You know, how many people are going to go out and spend double of that on a trip? How many people are going to come with 2 or 3 vouchers? How many people are going to get these vouchers, then sell them for less of the face value so they could, cash it in for other goods? Is this something we really want the government to be getting involved in? $500 million, guys. That's a lot of money. Just shows you really how desperate things are. I don't know. I'm not confident on this plan, everyone. As always, please let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Where would you spend your voucher? What is it, $100 for a family? If we were to go out with the kids, at a pub, you could barely get anything for that, to be honest. A pub meal. Maybe you want a decent steak, you want a beer, that's $50, $60 gone nowadays. If we take the little kids out, it's going to cost us a fortune, $200. See, for me, that'd be a waste of money. I might take it out myself, or I'd probably get takeaway. How many people are just going to use it on Uber Eats? What do you think? Let me know your story, your plan to take advantage of this. Do you think this is a good move from your Premier, or would you rather see another approach to helping that industry? As always, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and want to support the content I create, there are a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Kucoin. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.